Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our press conference here in Allentown, Pennsylvania. This Saturday night, February 8th, we have three excellent matchups for you here live on Showtime Championship Boxing, brought to you by Premier Boxing Champions, and it is promoted by TGB Promotions, led by Mr. Tom Brown, as well as King's Promotions, led by Marshall Kaufman. Tickets are still on sale now and available at www.pplcenter.com/events. Once again, that's www.pplcenter.com/events. What a card we have for you this Saturday night here at the PPL Center. It is headlined by the WBC Featherweight World Champion. Over to my right, your left, Gary Russell Jr., as he defends his 126-pound crown against unbeaten mandatory challenger Tugstsogt King Tug Nyambayar. In our co-main event, preceding that bout, we have a two-time world champion, Guillermo Rigondeaux, as he moves down to the bantamweight division to take on former champion Liborio Solis for the vacant WBA title. Showtime Championship Boxing begins at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Pacific, and it begins with a 12-round WBA Super Featherweight Title eliminator between Jaime Arboleda and Jayson Velez. Now we're going to turn the attention over to our fighters. First up to the podium in our opening bout, we got two fighters hungry to get a shot at the title. In order to do so, they have to get by each other Saturday night to become the #1 contender. First up, coming to the stage, he is a former featherweight world title challenger looking for another shot at the title. He had his first title opportunity. He fought to a draw for the featherweight title against Evgeny Gradovich. Since his loss to Ryan Garcia back in 2018, he has won 3 fights in a row by knockout. He has recently defeated Hector Suarez this past July in Baltimore by stoppage. From Caguas, Puerto Rico, with 29 victories, including 21 by knockout, opposite of 5 defeats and 1 draw. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the podium, presenting the very exciting La Maravilla, Jayson Velez.
Well, I'm happy to be here again, finally. Since 2012, it was my first time fighting here at Showtime, so I'm very thankful for the opportunity. My promoter, Javier Bustillo, Universal Promotion, obviously I have to thank God for keeping me every day doing what I do. So I'm a professional boxer since 2007, so this is what every boxer dream, fight for a world title. So this is a title eliminator. So when I win this Saturday, so I will be the mandatory challenger. So it's a great opportunity. I have been training with Emilio Lozada since 1 year ago. I'm ready. I have 3-1 in a row. What can I say? This is a great fight. 2 hungry fighters. We want a title shot. Our record can say to you that the fight we ends in knockout. So don't miss this matchup because it's gonna be great. There's gonna be a lot of action. I can assure you that, because every time I step in the ring, win or lose, I will let everything on that ring. So I'm a hard fighter. I'm from Puerto Rico, so you know we're warriors. So thank you. Stay tuned on Saturday, and blessings to the other fighters. So have a good day.
Thank you to Velez, and now we'll bring up his opponent. He is coming off 5 straight wins by stoppage. He's recently won over Victor Betancourt back in August of 2019 through a knockout victory. He is still extremely young in the sport at just 25 years old. He is a rising talent and has a huge opportunity ahead of him this Saturday night to contend for a world title. He currently resides in Miami, Florida from Curundu, Panama with 15 victories, 13 by knockout, and just 1 blemish. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Jaime Arboleda.
Bueno, quiero darle las gracias al presente público que está aquí, a mi promotor, a los grandes campeones que están aquí, a los retadores, pues y quiero decir que pues este compromiso lo hemos trabajado desde hace mucho tiempo, estamos esperando esta oportunidad.
He says he wants to thank the public, the great champions to his left and right, his promoters, his managers, the network, and you know, this particular fight and this event has been a long time coming for him as well, and he's been preparing.
Y bueno, esperemos que el día 8 todos salgamos a hacer un buen compromiso. Mi retador, Jayson Velez, un gran boxeador, muy respetado. Pero bueno, ese día vamos a hacer el trabajo para salir con la victoria.
Says that on the 8th, this Saturday, on Showtime, he's very, very confident, as Jayson is, that there's going to be a great fight, definitely by knockout. He's prepared, and he's confident that he's going to win. And both him and Jayson are great fighters, great warriors, and a lot of respect for Jayson, and obviously looking forward to Saturday night.
Y bueno, espero que todos apoyen el día 8 de febrero este gran evento donde van a haber grandes peleadores.
Please support and tune in to Showtime on Saturday night and support the fighters, the great champions on the main event, and it'll be a great show.
Muchas gracias.
And thank you very much.
Both guys are looking to start off the telecast with a bang. Should be a very entertaining matchup for both of them with a lot on the line. Now we move on to our co-main on Saturday night, February 8th, live from the PPL Center here in Allentown, Pennsylvania. We have 2 former world champions battling in a 12-round championship bout for the vacant WBA Bantamweight World Title. On one side, you have Liborio Solis. He is the former WBA Super Flyweight Champion, ranked number 1 by the WBA. He is making his United States debut. He captured the Super Flyweight World Title back in 2013. He has lost 2 close decisions to Jaime McDonald for a world title back in 2016 and 2017, but he has bounced back beautifully, ripping off 5 straight on his current 5-fight win streak. He is fighting out of Panama City, Panama, by way of Maracay, Venezuela, coming to the podium now with 30 victories, 14 by knockout, opposite of 5 defeats, and 1 blemish. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Liborio Solis.
Bueno, primero que nada, muy buenas tardes a todos los presentes. Y bueno, darle las gracias a Dios primero por estar todo aquí hoy con bienestar y salud. Y darle las gracias a mi apoderado Manuel Pérez Barrero, a la señora Carmen, a Sergio Chávez, y a Jayson y a Nacho, que son mi equipo de trabajo, que estamos aquí.
Thank you very much, again, to the public who's here present to watch the fight on Saturday, to my team, my trainer, my manager, my promoter, everyone who's backing me and supporting me.
Y bueno, agradecer a la empresa promotora por la oportunidad que me está dando aquí en debutar en los Estados Unidos. Y bueno, sobre mi pelea con Guillermo Rigondeaux, todo el mundo sabe que es un gran campeón, fue un gran campeón porque es campeón, tiene una buena trayectoria, pero nosotros estamos bien preparados y venimos a la guerra.
I want to thank my promoter for getting me this opportunity and getting me here on Showtime. I'm very grateful for that opportunity. I also want to acknowledge my opponent, Guillermo Rigondeaux, who's a great champion. He's been a great champion, undisputed champion, and I'm very excited to be here for that.
Y bueno, y sobre otro tema de la pelea, se habla mucho en las redes, que un tome y dime, y bueno, llegó la hora. Nadie escapa de su destino. Lo único que tengo para decirle a Rigondeaux que venga como él quiera, que yo lo recibo como venga. Esto es una guerra que tanto como él como yo tenemos nuestra estrategia. Tenemos nuestra estrategia y la que hay que aplicarla para salir con el triunfo. Lo único que le pido a Dios es que tanto como él, como yo y como todos los participantes de ese gran evento, bajemos por nuestros propios medios, con nuestros propios pies. Con el favor de Dios, así va a ser.
There's been a lot said on social media about this fight, leading up to the fight. That, obviously it's going to be a great fight. I'm a warrior. I come to fight. He can pick the plan that he wants to do, but I come to fight. And he wishes nothing but the best for everybody in Saturday night, the outcome, that everyone is healthy and results are what they are.
Gracias por escucharme y nos vemos mañana en el pesaje.
Thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow at the weigh-in.
Thank you to Solis. He certainly has a tall task ahead of him on Saturday night. This man is a very accomplished boxer, two-time Cuban Olympic gold medalist. Rigondeaux unified the 122-pound world titles. He has been a perennial member of the best pound-for-pound list for years. He's extremely technical, and he has proven that he is not afraid of any challenge whatsoever. He has proven that going up 2 weight classes to challenge Lomachenko, and now he's looking to become a 2-division champion, dropping down to a new weight class. He's got wins over top guys like Nonito Donaire, and he just recently stopped former champion Julio Ceja back in June. He is fighting out of Miami, Florida, by way of Santiago de Cuba, with 19 victories, 13 by knockout, opposite of just 1 defeat. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Guillermo El Chucko Rigondeaux.
Buenas tardes a todos, gracias por venir. Mi nombre es Guillermo Rigondeaux. Bueno, y gracias a Solis, que fue una gran complicación para conseguir la visa para venir y aceptar este combate. Y bueno, espero que ya esté aquí y se va a dar todo, gracias a Dios, y todo va a salir bien.
Thank you very much. My name is Guillermo Rigondeaux, and I want to thank everyone here present, networks, and more importantly that the fight is actually taking place. There was some issues with his visa, and the fight was in jeopardy, and everything worked out, and we're here, and he's very thankful for that.
Bueno, y con respecto a esta división, 118 libras, que es mi peso natural, que es el peso mío, que no tengo ningún tipo de problema, y gracias a Jaime, a Luisito Junior, que se dio esta oportunidad, y todo va a ser al 100%. Ya lo que queda prácticamente pelear.
118 pounds is my division. I have no issues making that weight class. I'm always on weight. I want to thank Louis DeCubas Jr. and Ramon Garbe for getting me prepared and obviously getting me here. And all that's left is to fight Saturday night.
Y gracias a Ronnie Shields por darme otra oportunidad más, y creo que lo vamos a hacer todo al 100%, y gracias nuevamente.
I want to thank also the great Ronnie Shields for giving me the opportunity to be here once again. And thank you very much all for being here, and I'll see you Saturday night.
And now we move on to our main event. And what a main event we have for you guys on Saturday night. We have 2 of the top guys in the featherweight division going head-to-head. First up with the challenger, he is a 2012 Olympic silver medalist from Mongolia. He is now trained by Ismael Salas in Las Vegas. He earned his world title shot with a unanimous decision over Claudio Marrero back in January of 2019. He's had a rapid rise to the top of the division at just 27 years old. He has destroyed his opponents left and right, has a fantastic knockout rate with 9 knockouts in just 11 pro fights. He is determined to become the 2nd world champion from his home country of Mongolia and represent them proud. Ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of Los Angeles, California, by way of Mongolia, with an undefeated record of 11 victories, including 9 by knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Tugstsogt King Tug Nyambayar.
Hi guys, thanks for coming out today. Well, I'm very excited for this. It's gonna be a great fight against a great champion. Watch me on Saturday night. And the new.
Short and sweet.
A man of few words, ladies and gentlemen. And now we look to the champion. Gary Russell Jr. comes from one of boxing's most accomplished families, trained by his father, Gary Sr., and brother Gary Allen Russell III. He trains alongside his 2 rising unbeaten brothers, Gary Antoine Russell and Antonio Russell, who both fight on the undercard this Saturday as well. He is a 2008 U.S. Olympian, making his 5th defense of his WBC crown, which he won back in March of 2015. He is coming off a win back in May right here on Showtime, stopping former champion Kiko Martinez. Many say he's got the fastest hands in the sport. And let me tell you, folks, I've seen him in person, and it's hard to argue with those people. The 31-year-old is a true tactician in the ring, and many have tried to dethrone the champ, and all have failed. He relishes these opportunities and wants to show the world why he is one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the podium from Capitol Heights, Maryland, with 30 victories, including 18 by knockout and just 1 blemish, the WBC Featherweight Champion of the world, here is Gary Russell Jr.
I wish we had a translator. Somebody that can translate it over to oh, he's translator? Perfect, perfect. First and foremost, I want to thank everybody that came here. We had a hell of a training camp. I got my younger brothers on the card that he just mentioned. Be ready, be focused, be hungry. You know, the Mongolian people in general, as I know King Tug, he's going to bring his physical best. He's going to be the best he can possibly be on Saturday night because he knows he's competing against one of the best fighters in the world. He has everything to gain and nothing to lose. I know he's willing to put it all on the line. But I'm going to give y'all a little history lesson. The Mongolian people has been known to be warriors, you know, and all through the history, you know, and they won numerous bouts, they defeated numerous people. But it wasn't until they ran into some of our ancestors. They went into Egypt in the year, I believe, 1260, and they competed against my ancestors. They competed against, what's the guy name? What's his name? I'm gonna give you the exact name. Genghis Khan. I know you heard of Genghis Khan. They competed against Genghis Khan, and when they competed against Genghis Khan, they was dethroned. And that halted the forward progression in Western civilization for the Mongolian people. History would definitely be repeated come Saturday night. We ready? Let's make it happen. Come on, man. Let me know something.
That is our main event this Saturday night. Once again, we're going to be live on Showtime Championship Boxing, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Pacific. Now we're going to open things up for a couple of questions for our fighters. First off, we'll start in the co-main event. Looking over to Liborio Solis. I'm sure if we could have our translator over here. You've been a champion at super flyweight and then you've also been in 3 bantamweight title fights, but have not been able to grab the title. Why will Saturday be different for you?
Bueno, yo no he sido campeón en 2 divisiones, yo he sido campeón en una sola división. Si me vas a regalar la que me robaron en Mónaco con Jimmy Maldonado, que fue en los pesos gallos, ahí sí sería campeón en 2 divisiones.
And that the 118-pound division, the fight was taken from him by the scorecards. Otherwise, he'd been a champion there too. ¿Por qué el sábado va a ser diferente?
Bueno, ¿por qué el sábado va a ser diferente? Bueno, porque tanto como Guillermo Rigondeaux como mi persona sabemos que los trenes ya están pasando y vamos a entregar alma y vida y corazón para obtener ese título.
Saturday will be different, obviously, because both of these fighters, myself and Guillermo, give heart and soul, and we're going to fight, to best man wins, and I'm giving everything, my heart and soul, and I'm not leaving that ring without a championship.
Con tanto talento tan joven que hay ahorita en esta división, así que vamos a darlo todo para esta gran batalla que vamos a tener. Y bueno, tanto como él como yo vamos a poner lo que más sabemos arriba del ring y que Dios se encargue de hacer la voluntad de levantarle la mano al ganador. O si hay knockout, bueno, que haya knockout, pero guerra es guerra y la guerra es a muerte. Así que sin tregua.
He's coming Saturday with everything. God will determine, obviously, who's going to be the victor in his eyes, in my eyes. And I come to fight, I come to win, and I'm sure Guillermo is feeling the same way. And Saturday night, you'll see that, just that. That'll be the difference, the determination I have to win this fight.
Now, even though you moved up in weight, do you think you'll have an advantage being that you fought bantamweight before and this is his first fight at bantamweight?
Que tú has peleado en este peso y esta es la primera pelea en el peso 118 para él. ¿Crees que tienes una ventaja?
Mira, la ventaja de que si voy a pelear en 118 yo y primera vez que Guillermo Rigondeaux, el peso es lo de menos, porque ya Guillermo Rigondeaux es un peso nato. No sé por qué nunca perdió en las 18, siempre quiso pelear en las 22. Pero no, eso no es ventaja. La ventaja está el que tenga mejor fondo, mejor entrenamiento o mejor estrategia, o el que tenga más corazón de ansiedad de ganar la pelea.
No, not at all. It's not going to be an advantage. The weight is not an issue. He's fought at 122. I fought at 118. And the reason he didn't fight at 118, no one knows, but I'm sure he could always. But obviously, it's the advantage is going to be who wants it more, who pushes harder, who gives it all. And that's the advantage only.
And finally for you, Liborio, what would a win over a guy like Rigondeaux do for your career? Being with all the accomplishments he's had, like I said, he's been a perennial member on the pound-for-pound list for quite some time, and defeating Rigondeaux would certainly bolster your career. How would that do for you?
Bueno, mira, yo soy de las personas que dicen, el pasado fue ayer, el presente es ahorita y el futuro es incierto. Primero lo primero. Primero levantar el título y después te poder responder lo que puede venir o no puede venir. Del resto, no puedo pasar por encima de alguien que todavía no he logrado derrotar. Primero lo primero, la victoria, o primero que llegue la pelea y después me puedes hacer esa pregunta y con mucho gusto te la puedo responder.
First things first, I need to obviously win the title. The past is the past, present is here, and tomorrow is the future, and I can't read it. So after I win the fight, ask me the question, and I can tell you, but I have no clue right now. I'm focused on this fight.
Now I'm turning things over to his opponent. Guillermo, you said that you feel great at the bantamweight division. Now, I know this is your first fight in the division, but you could have, people have said you could have made 118 no problem. What will it allow you to do better at 118 pounds?
No, bueno, en realidad este es el verdadero peso mío, que antes yo he tenido todos mis resultados en esta división y ya quiso, ahora voy a pelear mi peso verdadero en este.
This 100% has always been my weight. It just so happens at 122 I was doing well, so I stayed there. But my weight has been always 118, and I'm going to dominate this division.
You are working with the great Ronnie Shields. What has Ronnie Shields been able to do for you, for your career, and how has he helped you at this stage?
Bueno, prácticamente no es la primera vez que he trabajado con Ronnie. Hemos trabajado varias peleas y ya estamos adaptados ya a la química. Él sabe lo que yo necesito y es lo que hacemos, lo que yo necesito para ganar cada pelea. Eso en ese plan que trabajamos nosotros.
Ronnie's a great tacticianer like myself, and it's not our first fight together. We've had several fights together. He knows me well. I know him well. I like our chemistry together, and it's going to be a great, exciting, history between us, and I look forward to a long one.
Now, you've accomplished the 122-pound division. You unified the titles. Now you're looking to become a champion in the 118-pound division. What would becoming a world champion at 118 pounds do for your legacy?
Bueno, es algo histórico, que es realmente el peso mío que he hecho y lo voy a poner ahí junto con mis 2 medallas olímpicas.
He says it's going to be a great thing, phenomenal. His true weight is 118 pounds, and he's going to unify this division and be glorious as he was in 122, and there's no question about it, and he's excited to do it.
Thank you, Guillermo. Now we'll turn our questions over to our main event. First off, starting with King Tug. With so few pro fights, how do you make up for your lack of experience in a fight like this?
I'm ready for this fight. Don't matter. It's on the belt. Yeah.
Last year, obviously, and even at the beginning of this year, the underdogs have been successful. So far, we've seen a lot of upsets in the sport of boxing. Do you enjoy playing the underdog role?
He knows he's underdog, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
It's favorite or underdog.
Now, you have been out of action for 13 months. Do you feel like there will be any ring rust coming into this fight of this magnitude against a guy like Gary Russell Jr.?
No, it's okay. I've been waiting for this career last fight.
And then also, finally, you're representing your home country of Mongolia, and you're looking to become the second world champion from your home country. What would that mean for you?
So okay, let me just tell you. We already discussed in the room. So he's ready for this fight. So it's the first Mongolian WBC featherweight champion in history of Mongolian pro boxing. So he's very excited for this. So he's ready. So just go watch him Saturday.
And now, looking at you, Gary, you faced all sorts of challengers. What do you make of Tug as a challenger, and how does he stand out from other guys that you faced in the past?
I think he's definitely a lot more technically sound than a lot of the other competitors that I competed against. Like I say, I've been competing against all these guys that has everything to gain and nothing to lose. If it was up to me, it wouldn't be a King Tug. It'd be a Gervonta Tank Davis or Leo Santa Cruz or one of these guys right now. This is who we have to deal with. Like I say, history will definitely repeat itself come Saturday night.
Now, Saturday night certainly isn't the first night that you're sharing the stage again with your brothers, Gary Antoine and Antonio. How does it feel for you to share the stage with them as they continue their rise in their own career and hopefully one day look to be in your position, headlining the card as a world champion?
Oh man, it's amazing. It's amazing, you know, to watch my younger brothers, to be able to be on the same card, for me to actually be able to work the corner with them. It's great, you know. I think it's never been a set of 3 brothers to become world champions. I think that'd be real sweet. You know, I think the odds are definitely in our favor. Both of my younger brothers are extremely talented, they're extremely driven, and they're hungry. You know, I think they're gonna bring everything that we work on. A dynasty is information that's been passed down from generation to generation. Hopefully by the time my younger brothers get to the point that I am in my career, I expect for them to be better than I am. I expect them to excel where I am. I expect them to be much further than where I am. So hopefully we can make it happen.
What does it mean for you to be fighting here on Showtime again? I mean, they've been super supportive of you so far throughout your career.
Oh yeah, man. You know, it's cool. I think I was the first boxer that, you know, that competed on Showtime. Well, I've graded. Yeah, you know, I did my pro debut on Showtime. I was the first boxer that do it. I think that's real cool, and the fact that we're still doing it right now, it speaks wonders. I've grown to grow accustomed to the team members of Showtime. You know, they've been very well and helpful, and you know, we got somewhat of a little unique situation going on here. You know, so I'm grateful.
Now, not overlooking Nyambayar, he's extremely tough, but with a win on Saturday, is there anyone you have your eyes set on next?
Definitely. Like I said, I would love a Leo Santa Cruz fight. I wanted Gervonta Tank Davis. I actually plan on moving and jumping 130 and going directly to 135. The only reason why I was going to compete at 130 was because Tevin Farmer recently mentioned my name and said that he wanted to compete against me. I'm a real fighter. I'm a real champion. You know, I'll answer the call to anyone that wants to compete against me. Unfortunately, he lost to Jojo Diaz, a tough competitor, someone that I competed against before. I take my hat off to Jojo. He's a world champion now. But those are the guys that I want. If I can't get that, then I plan on moving up. Devin Haney is at 135, Teofimo Lopez is at 135, and whoever else is up there that's willing to fight. Let's make these fights happen.
What can fans expect from the main event and from you personally, Gary Russell Jr.?
Oh man, fireworks. You should expect to see what you always see. You know, boxing at its best, a great deal of ring generalship, good boxing IQ, hand speed, punching power. You know, the total package as a fighter. Matter of fact, I'm trying to figure out why I'm not on the pound-for-pound list as of yet anyway. That's an issue. I got an issue with that. So that's what you should definitely expect.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank our fighters. Now we're going to, that does it for the Q&A portion. Now we're going to have them face off. So we're going to try to get this podium out of the way, and we'll get these fighters to face off.